A potentially major development this morning in the labor dispute that has crippled the American film and television industry for months. Members of the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers are set to meet with the union representing Hollywood striking writers later today. Now, that's the first time since the writers went on strike in early May. So let's go to Los Angeles this morning. Steve Futterman with us live as we track this story today. What are we expecting to come from these talks, Steve?
Well, no one's saying it's going to end the strike immediately. This is basically a glimmer of hope. The negotiators from both sides will sit down at the table. They're not even calling this necessarily a negotiation quite yet, but they will sit down. As you mentioned, this will be the first time they've even spoken to each other at the same table since the strike began more than 3 months ago. Now, the issues, we all know the two key issues: artificial intelligence, the use of AI, and of course, the revenue from streaming. It's growing, it's going to continue to grow, and how much of that pie will the writers get? These are the two big issues right now. Now, every day we have the picketing taking place, as you're watching right now, in front of the major studios. Yesterday, in front of 20th Century Fox Studios, a large contingent of Canadian writers showed up. They organized themselves and took part in that demonstration, many carrying Canadian flags, and we spoke with one of them. Her name is Natasha Chandel.
We're just here to fight for our livelihood, not some pipe dream. And I think, writers and actors provide the entertainment that everybody sees in the world. We uplift everybody during hard times. And I think during the pandemic, I hope that something one of us did touched you. And that's really why we're out here, to be able to continue to tell those stories that change the world.
So you hear what she has to say. She is hopeful that something will come up and will make some progress today. But again, no one is really counting the end of the strike to take place very soon. Lots of issues still taking place, lots of issues to be solved, and very contentious issues to be solved. So hope, but not any prediction of the strike coming to an end anytime soon, Heather.
That's the writers' part of the story, Steve.
Yeah.
The Screen Actors Guild strike also continues. Any signs of movement there?
Not much, and it's a parallel path in the sense that the key issues for the writers are the same issues as the key issues for the actors and actresses, the performers. It's AI again. It's the streaming pie. Who gets how much from that growing revenue from streaming, and that's going to continue to grow. Now, there's been some interesting dissension within the actors' ranks because SAG-AFTRA, which is the union that represents the actors, has given a waiver to around 110 independent productions. Some of the actors are now saying there should be no acting taking place. There should be no waivers taking place. They should show a united front. So a bit of dissension inside the union, but basically the two unions still standing together, and they are going to continue this strike, they say, until they get what they want. They say it's a monumental labor dispute here, and they have to set the line and get what they need this time. Otherwise, they lose these revenues forever.